Saturday mornings I go up into the mountain and run, and my running is pretty, like, I'll go up there and if I see something that looks cool, I stop and look at it, or it's kind of like a half hike and explore, and I just run around. And for some reason I don't think at all and I just experience things, and so that's nice. I think it's my main getaway right now from school and life and such. I've always known that if I could choose, I would choose to be a boy, and there was, when I was a kid, I would pray and at night I would think about, wouldn't it be nice if I just woke up and somehow I were a boy and it had always been that way, and everybody would just treat me, and then it would just happen and be kind of magical. And I would have been like maybe 7 when I was 7, 8, around there, that I remember thinking that way. As a kid, I wouldn't look at my reflection in mirrors or in windows, or if I caught it, I would look away. And once I cut my hair, I had very long hair all growing up. Once I cut it, I started taking selfies of like I would look at myself when I brushed my teeth, and those were changes that maybe seemed small to somebody else, but they were like, I remember brushing my teeth and being like, why am I looking at myself? I've never done that before. And I had a kind of an unfortunate experience with my mission president. He told me one day that in one of our interviews that I had to change and be more feminine. And I think that was about November, December-ish. By the end of February, I was, just in an awful mental state, very unhappy. I think, I've asked, my companion, would describe me as empty, so kind of depressive. It wasn't until I started going to USGA that I heard the word trans, and then I actually went to a panel where a trans person shared their experience, and then like 50 million light bulbs going off, and I was like, that's what this is. I don't necessarily like people to, if the first thing they know about me is that I'm trans, I feel like they'll, for some people, they'll never really see me as a normal person, because that's something that's so different. And so I prefer that people find out later when they get to know me better as a person first, and as a trans person afterward. I want trans people to realize that there's a lot of good things that can come, not to undermine the challenges that come with it, but I've learned to fight for myself and to care about myself enough to do something that's difficult and awkward, like transitioning, which is, it takes a lot of effort, and especially for someone who's a little bit more introverted and shy like I am, it was hard to suddenly ask people to start using different pronouns and to go by a different name and whatnot. It was hard for me to do that, and it really, to do it, I really had to love and care about myself and feel like I was worth all of that effort.